The Finnish education system feels like a fun and cooperative game where you get to explore the things that you're interested in along with your fellow students. It is so inclusive while still challenging you in the best way. And Finland figured out that the difficulty of getting education right isn't what you do or figuring out what works, but how to do that. I interviewed Kathleen Nagel, the head of the International School of Helsinki, on my podcast, Leveling Up Education. And we talked about all of these things that Finland does right. This was only possible because I spent the whole month of September exploring the Finnish education system, seeing that with my own eyes. And I've been following the Finnish education system for the past 3 years. And now I believe there are certain things that really stand out in the way that Finland is educating their students. This is something that everyone can adopt, not just in schools, but also in real life. The first thing that I noticed was the quality of life that everyone seemed to have. And it all boils down to this inclusive environment where everyone feels safe. And this is true in the city and the events that you're going, but I think it originates in school, because when the students' safety needs are met, then they actually get to focus on what they're learning. This is one of the crucial parts that Finland just gets right. From there on, they can build on top of this safety by allowing a relationship between the teacher and students to form, encouraging curiosity and excitement in whatever they're learning, and connecting that with something that the student is interested in, because the teachers have a life outside of school, and this allows them to relate to the students and then connect their lessons with stories that the students understand. On the podcast, I talked with Kathleen and we talked about Star Wars because I'm a big Star Wars fan, and through her son, she is too. We were able to explore these topics with a framework that we both understood, so we were speaking the same language. And I think this is generally what teachers do in Helsinki, that they speak the language of the students because the students have these relationships with the teachers and they get to choose how they learn. It is really more like a game. They have choices on how they want to learn these specific topics. Because they have a safe environment, they can challenge themselves within this environment by actively doing things, not just listening to someone lecture, but engaged in activities, in project-based learning, in turning whatever they have in something that they are excited about. And I think learning is a form of exploration, and Finland does this so perfectly. The teacher is guiding them in a direction and then the student gets to explore on their own. The teacher just checks on them whether they need help. So the teacher isn't necessarily teaching, he is facilitating and like a coach or a mentor. But the Finnish education system isn't perfect. They are still not leveraging the technologies like artificial intelligence and virtual reality to the fullest capabilities. AI will just supercharge their systems. They can use virtual reality to explore these different worlds and make this even more playful experience, a safe environment where you can experiment with chemistry and physics and kind of shrinking yourself down or increasing your size to the point of the solar system or down the size of a blood cell. And this allows for a immersive experience to learn not from a textbook, but by exploring. Finland already has the foundation to lay these technologies on top of that. And I think now it's just a matter of time until they get there. In summary, the Finnish education system does almost everything right by including everyone in this joyful, fun experience where you get to play and explore with your fellow students about the things that interest you, and you get to make the choice on how to do that. And on top, we can layer technology like artificial intelligence and virtual reality to make this even better. If you'd like to take a deeper dive in all of the things that I talked today, you can check out the future podcast, which will be on this YouTube channel, also on Spotify, with Kathleen Nagel, the head of the International School of Helsinki. We went into all of these topics, but more in depth. So if you'd like to learn how you can level up in life, then go ahead and check the podcast out, Leveling Up Education, and I'll see you at the next level.